Your next guest says the gains are likely not done. She just initiated coverage on Oklo with a buy rating. Let's welcome in Dimple Gosai, clean energy analyst at Bank of America. The aforementioned Dimple Gosai. It's good to have you on the program.
Thank you for having me, Brian.
The only problem with small modular reactors is that currently there are no small modular reactors. This is still kind of a hope and a dream. They hope to roll this out in 2027 at Los Alamos. Is it going to work?
Look, that's almost like saying utility-scale solar didn't exist before 2005. Technically true, but the trajectory is on the upward trend. Think about policy aligns, demand from customers too, and then you've got the technology, which is coming together nicely. Similarly, for SMRs, you've got some strong customer interest from data centers today. The policy is there, and so, you've got the designs that are coming together, and there's some clear momentum.
But aren't we are betting in some way on a relatively unproven technology, and we hope we want it to work. I think we need it to work. Sounds like you're pretty confident that it will work.
Well, there's a regulatory process, and I think, for example, let's take NuScale. Their design has been approved. They've got the standard design approval, which means they're likely a step ahead in the game in getting their regulatory license from the NRC today, right? So that is a step forward. And then you think about the policy support. There's been recent executive orders that are obviously boosting the momentum here, and you might see this momentum continue. Today, it's not about whether it will work or it won't, Brian. It's almost about who gets there first and what technology is better than the others.
Well, is it a zero-sum or one winner game? Is it going to be NuScale or Oklo and the other one goes away?
Well, it depends what the end demand is, right? So I think the one thing that we really need to unpack here is where the end demand is coming from. So today, if you think about electricity demand, we think that might increase by 25% by 2030. Half of that is going to come from AI and data centers. Now, today, Oklo has the largest pipeline of all SMRs at 14 gigawatts, and majority of that is backed by hyperscalers, right? 12 gigawatts of that alone comes from Switch, and then they've got, orders from the likes of RoPower and Equinix too. So as long as the data center trend continues to unfold and we see more CapEx going in there, I think this is going to underpin growth.
Okay, so electricity is it's even confusing to me, and I sort of talk about it for a living. When you say gigawatt, that's like 750,000 homes, roughly, average size homes, average size climate. So you're dealing with 14 gigawatts. You're dealing with, carry the one, like 12 million houses worth of power. These are gigantic numbers.
They're modular, and you can stack them on. This is enough to power. Think about a 12 gigawatt module. That's enough for 1 million homes. That's just one of NuScale's, reactors.
Wow.
It's enough to power 1 million homes.
And they're not physically that large, correct?
No, and that's the beauty of these designs, right? As opposed to large nuclear, which has siting requirements, you might see cost overruns, tens of billions of dollars.
17 billion in Vogtle, the big Georgia power plant, state of Georgia, is running. It was $17 billion over budget, but one would hope that would not be the case with everything. Let me ask you this. The current Secretary of Energy, who we're going to actually chat with in about a week and a half at a conference, Christopher Wright, friend of this show, friend of this network, he used to be on the board of this company. That can't hurt.
Definitely not. In fact, he was also ex-CEO of Liberty Energy. And let me tell you about the beauty of this partnership that Oklo and Liberty Energy have today. So one of the greatest pushbacks I get today as an Oklo analyst is that the first deployment will not be until 2030 plus, right? So from now until then, what do customers do? What do hyperscalers do? Are these orders really firm orders? Will they come through? And the beauty of this partnership between Liberty Energy and Oklo is that Liberty Energy will provide gas-fired power in the interim. So, Oklo will then benefit from this royalty or revenue sharing and prevent customer attrition risk in the interim. So it's like a solution in the interim.
It's a nice deal.
It's a nice deal. So it doesn't hurt to have some political backing. No.